Colonial residential structures were constructed utilizing timber materials and featured symmetrical facades with uniformly distributed rectangular fenestration elements arranged in organized geometric patterns.
Wait, Ryan, stop right there.
What? I'm describing colonial architecture.
You sound like you're reading from an architecture textbook. Nobody talks like that in real life. Constructed utilizing timber materials? Come on.
How should I say it then?
Built with wood or made of wood. And rectangular fenestration elements? Those are called windows. Just windows.
Oh, really?
Yes, and instead of uniformly distributed, say evenly spaced or lined up perfectly. Native speakers use simple, clear language, not academic jargon.
Got it. So colonial houses were built with wood and had evenly spaced windows.
Much better. Colonial houses are actually really charming. Think of those classic New England homes with steep roofs, wooden shutters, and that cozy, boxy look. They were practical houses for practical people.
That makes sense. The early settlers basically copied what they knew from Europe, but simplified it with local materials, right?
Exactly. See? That sounds so much more natural than your textbook language. Now, what about Georgian architecture?
Georgian architecture subsequently exhibited sophisticated design principles with enhanced proportional relationships and incorporated advanced masonry construction techniques utilizing brick materials.
Ryan, you're doing it again.
What? What did I say wrong this time?
Enhanced proportional relationships? Just say better proportions or more balanced design. And masonry construction techniques utilizing brick materials? We just say built with brick.
This is harder than I thought.
But Georgian houses are absolutely gorgeous. Think of those elegant townhouses in Boston or Savannah. Perfectly symmetrical, grand front doors with those beautiful semicircular windows above them called fanlights.
Fanlight. That's a cool term.
Right? It's all about that formal, refined look from the King George era. Georgian architecture screams, I'm wealthy and important, but in an elegant way.
King George era. Makes sense. So federal-style architecture then manifested refined decorative elements and demonstrated increased emphasis on geometric precision with neoclassical influences and delicate ornamental features.
Oh my gosh, Ryan! Manifested refined decorative elements?
Yeah, that sounds professional.
It sounds robotic. Federal buildings have delicate details, elegant decorations, or fine craftsmanship. And instead of demonstrated increased emphasis on geometric precision, just say focused on clean, straight lines.
Okay, clean, straight lines.
Federal style is actually America's first truly original architectural style. After the Revolution, Americans wanted something uniquely their own. Think of those gorgeous Georgetown townhouses with the curved staircases and those beautiful fanlight windows above the doors.
Uniquely American. I love that concept.
It was like architectural independence. They were saying, we're not British anymore, and our buildings won't be either.
Architectural independence. That's brilliant. Greek Revival architecture subsequently incorporated classical temple design methodologies with prominent columnar support structures and triangular pediment configurations, creating monumental civic expressions.
Ryan, columnar support structures, pediment configurations, monumental civic expressions?
Those sound really sophisticated.
They sound pretentious. Those are just called columns, big white columns. And those triangular tops are just triangular roofs, or if you want to get fancy, triangular tops.
So, Greek Revival buildings look like Greek temples with big white columns?
Exactly. Perfect example. That sounds natural and clear. This was huge in the 1800s because Americans were obsessed with ancient Greece and democracy. Every bank, courthouse, and important building had to look like the Parthenon.
That makes perfect sense historically.
Right? You see Greek revival everywhere, from the White House to small-town libraries. It made everything look official and democratic. Americans were basically architecture nerds for ancient Greece.
Architecture nerds. I like that. Victorian-era architecture then developed elaborate ornamental features and complex asymmetrical configurations with diverse stylistic interpretations incorporating Gothic revival elements and eclectic design approaches.
Stop, Ryan. Elaborate ornamental features? Asymmetrical configurations? Eclectic design approaches?
But Victorian architecture is complicated. How should I describe it?
Victorian houses are super fancy. They have tons of decorations, they're really ornate or loaded with details. And instead of asymmetrical, just say not symmetrical at all or all over the place.
All over the place, that's actually pretty accurate.
Exactly. Victorian houses are like architectural eye candy. All that gingerbread trim, bay windows, wraparound porches, turrets, and those crazy color combinations. San Francisco's painted ladies are perfect examples.
Painted ladies?
That's what they call those colorful Victorian houses in San Francisco. They just went absolutely wild with decorations. It's like they said, more is more.
More is more. I love that. The Chicago School subsequently introduced vertical structural innovations utilizing advanced steel framework construction methodologies to achieve unprecedented building elevations and maximize urban density.
Ryan, you're back to textbook mode. Vertical structural innovations and steel framework construction methodologies.
But this is about skyscrapers. It's technical.
Technical doesn't mean incomprehensible. Just say they figured out how to build really tall buildings and used steel frames to make skyscrapers. Simple.
You're right. They figured out how to build really tall buildings using steel frames.
Perfect. The Chicago School basically invented skyscrapers. After the Great Chicago Fire in 1871, they had to rebuild everything from scratch. Louis Sullivan came up with the famous motto, "Form follows function."
Form follows function, meaning make it work first, then worry about how it looks.
Exactly. See how naturally you explained that? They were revolutionaries who said, let's stop pretending our buildings are ancient temples and make them work for modern life.
That's brilliant. Art Deco architecture then manifested geometric design patterns and incorporated metallic surface treatments with vertical emphasis characteristics, stylized motifs, and luxurious material applications, creating dramatic urban monuments.
Oh, Ryan, metallic surface treatments, vertical emphasis characteristics, luxurious material applications?
I was trying to capture the glamour.
Art Deco buildings have shiny metal details, chrome and gold accents, zigzag patterns, and they reach up toward the sky with that tall, sleek look. That captures the glamour way better.
You're absolutely right. Zigzag patterns and shiny metal details.
Art Deco is pure 1920s and 30s glamour. Think Chrysler Building, Empire State Building. All those sunburst patterns, stylized eagles, that stepped pyramid look. It's like architecture went to a jazz age party and got all dressed up.
Architecture went to a jazz age party? That's such a vivid way to put it.
Right? It was optimistic, flashy, and confident. America was feeling good about itself, and the buildings showed it.
That makes perfect sense. Mid-century modern architecture emphasized horizontal line integration and incorporated extensive glazing systems with open floor plan configurations, indoor-outdoor connectivity, and minimalist aesthetic principles, creating seamless spatial relationships.
Ryan, horizontal line integration, glazing systems, seamless spatial relationships? Are you reading from an architecture manual?
I thought I was being descriptive.
Mid-century modern houses are long and low. They have huge windows, floor-to-ceiling glass, and open layouts where everything flows together. Nobody says glazing systems unless they're writing a technical report.
Long and low with huge windows. Got it.
Mid-century modern is all about bringing nature indoors and living simply. Think Frank Lloyd Wright's Falling Water or those amazing Palm Springs houses. Clean lines, flat roofs, and they totally blur the line between inside and outside.
Blurring the line between inside and outside, that's poetic.
It's very California Zen vibes. After World War II, people wanted peace, simplicity, and connection to nature. These houses delivered exactly that.
California Zen vibes. Perfect. Postmodern architecture subsequently rejected traditional design principles and implemented eclectic stylistic combinations with playful formal elements, historical references, and ironic architectural statements, creating contextually responsive urban interventions.
Oh no. Implemented eclectic stylistic combinations? Contextually responsive urban interventions? Ryan, you're getting worse.
But postmodern is so complex. How do I describe it simply?
Postmodern buildings mixed everything together. They're weird and wonderful, colorful and quirky, or totally playful. Instead of rejected traditional principles, just say threw out all the old rules.
They threw out all the old rules and mixed everything together?
Exactly. Postmodern is like architecture's rebellious teenager phase. Pink columns next to Greek arches, buildings shaped like boats or giant teapots, wild colors everywhere.
Architecture's rebellious teenager? That's hilarious and accurate.
Michael Graves and Philip Johnson just went absolutely crazy with shapes and colors. They were basically saying, let's have some fun with this. It's architecture with a sense of humor and personality.
Architecture with humor. I love that concept. Finally, contemporary glass buildings utilize advanced curtain wall technology and maximize natural illumination through transparent envelope systems, with sustainable design integration, smart building technologies, and environmental performance optimization, creating energy-efficient urban landmarks.
Ryan, you ended with the most technical language yet. Transparent envelope systems, environmental performance optimization.
Oh no, I got carried away with all the modern technology. How should I describe it?
Modern glass towers are almost all glass. They let in tons of natural light, and they're environmentally friendly or green buildings with smart technology. Nobody says transparent envelope systems in normal conversation.
Green buildings with smart technology. Much clearer.
Today's glass skyscrapers are absolutely incredible. Think One World Trade Center, those twisty towers in Dubai, or the new Amazon spheres in Seattle. They're energy efficient, earthquake resistant, and some can even change their transparency based on the weather.
They can change their transparency? That's like magic.
Right? It's like living in a crystal palace that thinks for itself. See how much more engaging that sounds than environmental performance optimization?
A crystal palace that thinks for itself? Now that's a description people can actually picture and get excited about.
Exactly. You're finally getting it. The best English is clear, natural English that paints pictures in people's minds and makes them feel something.
I understand now. I was so focused on trying to sound academic and impressive that I forgot the whole point is to communicate with real people in language they actually use and understand.
Bingo! You can be knowledgeable, intelligent, and informative while still sounding like a human being talking to friends. That's what makes language come alive.
So instead of sounding like a textbook, I should sound like I'm explaining something cool to a friend over coffee?
Perfect. That's exactly the mindset. Natural, conversational, but still informative and accurate.
All right, everyone watching, here's your challenge. Pick a famous building from your country and describe it using the natural vocabulary we just learned today.
Yes, tell us. Is it built with wood, brick, stone, or glass? Does it have big columns like Greek temples, fancy decorations like Victorian houses, or clean lines like mid-century modern?
Is it symmetrical like Georgian buildings or totally irregular like postmodern architecture? Does it reach up to the sky like Art Deco or spread out long and low like mid-century modern?
We want to hear your personality shine through your description. Drop your building descriptions in the comments below. We can't wait to read them and see how you use this natural vocabulary.
Thanks for watching English in Real Life, everyone. This was really eye-opening for me. I had no idea how robotic I sounded.
That's the whole point of our channel, showing you how English really works in real conversations between real people.
See you next time, and remember, keep it natural, keep it real, and keep it conversational.
Bye, everyone!